Hey everybody, back again. October 3rd, 2024. Taking a look at the last 2 days and what's up for today using our Vedic Rainbow key timing indicator. From prior videos, you all know that the white and bright green B1, B2, B3, C1, C2 are primary, A1 down through A6 are secondary timers unless we do not have anything in B or C rows. So what we're looking at, this is the chart from 10-1, and what I've been doing for the last year plus is putting a prime trade setup track record together for the Cosmoeconomics site so people can see how well these timing windows work. And what we do generally, as has been explained on prior videos, we look for new highs or new lows outside of the day's trading action to occur in these timing windows, and then we take those setups and take the counter trend reversal trades. So the system is very simple. The tracking system, I've said, it's just a very simple 5, 10, 15 point target. After target 2 is hit, the trade goes to a break even for the last unit. So I do a very basic 3 contract tally sheet. So we put 3 contracts on, or 3 units at each trade setup, and we go for a 5, 10, 15 point profit with a 5 point stop. So what you're looking at, all of these arrows are where the trade setups were taking place. So we'll go through each one. So what we're doing here, you can start looking at this after 3 a.m. I generally start looking around 6 or 7, depending on when I start looking at the market or any of that. What I'm doing here now is I marked out the green and the white, and then the white window here. We also had this green window, but we did not get a new high or low in that window because this low was higher than the prior low, which we had to set up just outside that window there. So what we're looking at here, we had 4 long trades in these 2 windows. The first one went 5 and 10, and then the last part was stopped out for break even, which is BE. The second setup was right here. We had a 5, 10, and then a break even. We went up 10, 12 points, fired back down, made the third push to a low here. Got an entry here right there on this break of that high. Another 5, 10 BE. So we had 3 5, 10 break even trades in a row. And then right at the end of that window, as we had this overlap on A1, A2 with the white window here, we got this long trigger right here on the green bar close just outside that window, and that was a 5, 10, 15. Then up at the area of the high later in the day, when we took out the prior highs here, we had a new high form here in the window right over the white confirmation, white and green confirmation. This one we got in here, we got stopped out, and immediately at the end of the window we got another reversal trigger for the 5, 10, 15 down. So that was for Tuesday. Let's take a look at Wednesday. On Wednesday, now we've got 4 trade setups. Here we have kind of a flat overnight trading activity. Let me back that out just a little bit so you can see the clock. So we had this flat overnight range here. So what I've done is use the Y highlight tool to box in that range there, so you see where these highs, the high and low are, and that's what I boxed in on the overnight. We hit the first window where we broke out of that range was in the white window right here, and you see we made a new low in there. We just broke out of that trading range. You got a reversal for a 5, 10, 15 back up. The next window, we had these windows here. We had the green window, then we had followed by that white window. Then we had 2 more in the afternoon, another green and white. And we used the upper windows for confirmation. So the first one was a clean up move. Then we had a new high here. You can see this bar right here We barely got that new high, but that is a new high in our window. So we got a short setup there for a 5, 10, 15. And then right at the end of the window, we made a new low breaking outside of the overnight range. We took this low out, made a new low here on the outside reversal bar. We got a trigger and we got a 5, 10, 15 up. And then we made new high in the green window right here. We got a new high and a short trigger right here, and that was a 5, 10, 15 point down, and that was it for the day. When we got into the afternoon, the last window between 3 and 3:30, there was no new high or low made, so we did not have another setup. So a really good 2 days of multiple trades there, and then we've got a similar situation today with the 4 windows. So let me bring in a chart for 10-3. So here's today's overnight action. You can see we had a narrow range overnight. I've got that range marked out. We broke down very early. So we had this 4 a.m. setup for the London or European traders had an opportunity here in this green window. We made low and got a trigger with the confirmation of A3 over A4. That gave us the entry here, and that went for a 5, 10, 15. We went back inside that range. When I took this screenshot here, it was just about 10 after 9. I'm making this quickly now as we get into the action for the day. So we've got these 4 windows, again, very similar to what we had yesterday. We've got green, white, backed by green, white. So we've got these 4 windows for today where we're looking at new highs, new lows outside of this range. But what we do now that we've made new low, I would generally drag the Y highlight tool down to here, because before we can have a new low, we've got to take this low out. So we'd be looking for new highs to short that are above this line here, looking for new highs in these windows above here, or new lows in these windows below this point right here. So this is how we use the Vedic timing windows for what we call prime setups. Now you can also take trades in these windows, but I consider those to be more of scalp setups and don't look for as large of runs to follow behind. So I've used the 5, 10, 15 target system just to make a very simple trading system to use for tracking performance on these signals. It's done extremely well. You can look at that track record at Cosmo Economics. I've just got an update for August and September. I'll get that out soon. But so far, the first 9 months of the year and the first 4 or 5 months I tracked in 2023 and put out publicly work very well. And this is very easy to do in NinjaTrader, because what you can do is set up the auto trade manager. To do this, you click your entry in, and then the trade manages itself with the stop, targets, and the break even.